Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State, going to great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for an authentic Philly cheesesteak spot in Corpus Christi.
I tell people all the time I'm saving you an 1,800-mile trip back.
Plus, we traveled to Fredericksburg for a destination restaurant you won't want to miss.
How can you beat that? That sounds
I don't
over
think
the
you
top.
can beat that. I mean, that's about as good as it gets right there.
And we go inside a new restaurant and bar on the San Antonio Riverwalk.
Right behind us. I mean, it's the Riverwalk. It's right there. I mean, we had a barge just go right by.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's show is at a new restaurant and hotel in the Alamo City.
Now we're here in San Antonio, Texas, right on the Riverwalk to go inside of a hotel that has a killer restaurant. Let's check out Domingo Restaurante. Joining me now is Executive Chef Jose Trevino, and thank you so much for having us out here. I mean, Domingo Restaurants, it's a cool place in San Antonio. It's only been here for a little while, but you guys are making a splash on the scene by having some amazing food and one of the coolest bars on the Riverwalk. How does it feel to be the executive chef here?
Well, for me, it's a new experience. I'm super excited. I'm very grateful with the company. I mean, it's a great opportunity for me. I mean, I've been working on the kitchen for a long time, and finally, someone see my talent, and it's going with me.
I can just imagine what it's like. I mean, it must be a lot of pressure to do something like this. It's such a spectacular building, but you are executing some really gorgeous things out here. And the first one I'm seeing right in front of me are these quesadillas right here. Talk to me about what's going on.
So with the quesadillas, we wanted to go on the ethnic side. So we create them with blue corn tortillas. And the good thing about our quesadillas is we use Wagyu short rib. So the good thing that people want to know is like we raise our own cows in a ranch that we own on Wyoming. So we get that meat, we make the quesadillas, and we have with la coche on it. We have a red chili glaze that is really good, and we use asadero cheese. So it's more on the traditional side of a Mexican quesadilla, but with a touch of those red salsas and green salsas that you can dip the quesadilla, and it's extremely delicious.
I'm doing it. I'm going in for the dip. All right, I'm gonna give it a little bit of, I want a little bit of red. I want a little bit of green. I'm sorry, I'm double dipping, baby.
Good.
This belongs to me now, I'm sorry. The Wagyu short rib quesadilla. Here's the bite. Oh, bro. The Wagyu short rib inside the quesadilla is so good. Super tender, lots of flavor, but it's all about those onions. Look how juicy that is. I mean, the onions that are in this,
Yes.
they're sauteed to perfection.
Yes.
It's not too often that you see people using the blue corn tortillas. I gotta say, this is the perfect time to use it. The cheese, the meat, but the tortilla on the outside, that little bit of char you're getting on there, you can tell you're putting a lot of attention to that.
Sweet.
It's a great texture, a great flavor, and that blue corn is such a nice vehicle for all these flavors as well. That green sauce, though, is dangerous.
Yes.
You put that on anything, it's gonna be real good. Quick snack, kind of a quick thing. This is like a full-on date night, steak night meal.
Yes.
Talk to me about what's going on with the ribeye.
So we have a 14 ounces ribeye. It's really good. What we do with this one versus other people, we do a la plancha. So we really sear really fast, and we season it with Southwest seasoning, which is like 5 spices on. It's a mix.
Ooh.
So we do the sear really fast. We finish it in the oven, and then we do those fingerly potatoes that we toasted with paprika and red chili oil. We finish it with some chimichurri salsa, which is really good with the steak.
Whenever you see the fat on the ribeye steaks
yes.
and it's charred up, that's what you want. And I'm just gonna go straight up just for the steak right here. I'm gonna try it out. Oh, wow. The ribeye steak is the perfect cut if you're looking for something for date night. It has a really nice chimichurri sauce that's on top. You mix that in with some of the potatoes on the side, it's a killer bite. Right behind us, I mean, it's the Riverwalk. It's right there. I mean, we had a barge just go right by. This is such a cool spot. And especially on the weekends when you want to go out and enjoy yourself in San Antonio, it's all about brunch. And that's what we have right here. This is a churro waffle.
Yes.
And it is exactly what it sounds like, right?
Yeah. So it's a churro waffle. It's like actually the way that we make churros here, but we make it like in a spiral, and then we put one on the top of the other one. We use chocolate sauce, caramel sauce, We have fresh chantilly, fresh strawberries, and caramel sauce with candied pepitas.
Here we go. What are we doing, bro? That's what we need to be eating. Chef, this is delicious stuff. It's not just these items. There's a lot more things that are on the menu. I can imagine you guys, as the seasons come along, you're going to be adapting, adding new things as well. There's a bar here. There's rooms to stay at, and we're going to be checking everything out. But thank you so much for having us out at the restaurant. This is so cool. I'm going to keep sipping on my cocktail over here.
Today on A Taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer, we're making a Shiner Float. That's right, we're gonna be using Country Time lemonade and a strawberry sherbet, and it's super easy. Put 2 spoonfuls of the Country Time lemonade into a glass, and then right there, add your Shiner Blonde beer. It's a light, refreshing, crispy beer, and when mixed with this lemonade, it actually becomes super refreshing. It is so good. And then to make this a summertime treat, right there, couple scoops of sherbet on top. Of course, you can use whatever flavor you want, but the lemonade and the strawberry work so well together. Scan the QR code on the screen to get more information on this recipe. It's very simple, it's delicious, and you know what? It's perfect for the summertime. Now, we're cruising to the coast for an authentic taste of Philly.
Now we're here in Corpus Christi, Texas to check out a spot that's serving up some Philly favorites. Let's go inside South Philly Cheesesteaks and Subs. Joining me now is Nick Catalano. He is the owner out here at the restaurant. And I'm super excited to dive in because everything looks cheesy, it looks gooey, it looks delicious. I mean, these are Phillies. Did you grow up in Philly, or is it like family from Philly?
My father grew up in South Philly. I grew up in South Jersey, which is literally right over the Wall Women Bridge.
Why Corpus?
As you can see from the pictures on the wall, my boys, all we do is fish.
Yeah.
And Texas is just, it's one of the greatest places to fish.
And this is what you got out here. This is what you're representing. It's a taste of Philly down here in Corpus. This right here, though, this is like the original. This is what you can expect, right? So what gets loaded into the sandwich?
So a cheesesteak home is meat and cheese. What you do to it is what you do to it. So when they say like an original Philly cheesesteak, there's really no such thing other, because some places you can get provolone, some places do the whiz, some places do American. From Philly to Jersey, you've always got the provolone with the grilled onions, okay? That's with or without onions. We came up with the Philly Special sandwich, and that's the provolone, that's the Philly cheese on top mixed together with the peppers and onions and mushrooms. We call that the Beast from the East Special.
I gotta try this one. I'm gonna take a bite. Provolone, onions, meat. I mean, this sandwich is loaded right here. That's the bite. This thing is delicious. Standard flavor of what you want from a Philly sandwich. Nothing crazy. It's the way that you want it. You put the provolone cheese, the onions, the meat. You can get the peppers on there if you want them, but it's just a really solid bite. It's so good. That's comfort food.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
The meat, the cheese, the bread, everything Philly.
Everything comes from home.
Everything
comes from home. The meat, the bread, the cheese. I tell people all the time I'm saving you an 1,800-mile trip back.
The textures in here are fantastic, nice and gooey. I mean, super hot, the way you want it when it comes out. And that's a big sandwich. Now, the one next to it, the Beast from the East. This one's loaded up, and you got a little, is that like a whiz on top?
Yeah, because of the Philly Special from the big game, we came up with the provolone and the Philly cheese on top.
Provolone, Philly cheese, look at this, man.
Peppers, mushrooms, that's why they call it the Beast.
This is the Beast. I'm gonna take a bite. Now, if you want to take your Philly to the next level when you're out here, you get the Beast from the East sandwich. You get the whiz, the provolone, you get the onions, the peppers, and the mushrooms on there. This thing is loaded, it's gooey, it's delicious, and I guarantee you, after you eat it, you're gonna have to take a nap. That's my jam right there.
When you see the drip, that's what you want. You want the drip.
Look at that.
You gotta have the drip.
If it's not messy, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Super gooey, cheesy, melty. The onions in there are a great texture. The mushrooms are a great texture. The bread is fantastic. What a great choice. And then the meat on the inside, cooked to perfection. This is fun. It's tasty. It's going to fill you up. These fries are not your average fries. What's all on top of them?
Okay, so the fries, we do Philly fries, and that's a special seasoning we put on the fries. A lot of folks will ask if we do cheesy fries. So what we do is we'll do cheese on the fries, And we also do them dirty, which is our brown gravy. So we'll do dirty and whizzy. And if somebody really wants some dirty, and I mean dirty fries, we'll take the fries, and when the Dallas game's on, I'll put the fries in front of the Dallas game for a few minutes and get them really dirty.
That's awesome. I love the rivalry, man. You got to keep it going, man.
You have to.
I gave you a fork right here. Let's go in. I want you to eat some with me here, man. Cheers. That was the same time. The love for Philly football is real out here. When you walk in, you can see it everywhere. And when you got to get the cheese fries, I mean, these things are loaded up. You can get them extra dirty, right? And it's just gooey. It's flavorful. It's almost like a Philly poutine. Absolutely delicious as a side item. Cheers to you, Nick. Thank you so much. This is the spot to come to here in Corpus. Yo, Phillies. I mean, get the Philly sandwiches, get the cheese fries, get the dessert, get the pizza. It is fantastic. Thank you so much, man. I'm going to finish it off here with a little piece of pizza. That's the bite.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we travel to Castroville for an iconic meat market.
Make sure you grab some jerky, grab a drink, enjoy yourself, grab a hat.
And next, get your sweet tooth ready because we're checking out a donut and kolache shop in Blanco.
And has this become like the place to go to in Blanco for like everybody in the morning?
We'd hope so.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Blanco, Texas to go inside of a little breakfast spot that's making some killer treats. Let's go inside Main Street Donuts and Kolaches. Joining me now is Hip Plot. He is one of the owners out here at Main Street Donuts and Kolaches out here in Blanco, Texas. And I'm super excited because there's so many donuts out here. What has become the most popular item that you have?
So the most popular item is going to be the original glaze and chocolate donuts and our apple fritters.
Okay, so kind of the classic items,
Yeah.
right? Like when you think of donuts, those are what you think about. How long have you been making donuts outside of this place, just total in your life?
Started when I was about 10 years old with my father and my uncle. You know, they showed me the ropes pretty much. I've been around donuts pretty much my whole life.
This is a s'mores donut. What goes into making this?
The chocolate donut dipped in graham crackers. We have chocolate chips in there and toasted marshmallow on top.
Here we go. It's the bite. Oh. That tastes just like a s'mores that you want. I love the flavor on this. When you think of a s'mores, this is exactly what you want. It's that toasted marshmallow, and it's toasted just right. The chocolate is incredible. I love that. The little graham cracker crunch that's on there, it really adds a nice texture that you want when you're going through this. Everything's so soft.
Thank you.
You know what you're doing, man.
I'm glad you liked it.
That is good. Now this sandwich right here is unique. You don't see this too often. This is a donut sandwich, and what's inside of it?
So we have a sausage, egg, and cheese donut sandwich, and these are grilled to order.
And this thing's like ooey gooey goodness.
Sweet, savory, all in one bite.
Right? All right, here we go. There's an elbow on that one. I love the egg that's in there, the cheese, it's melted nicely, the sausage stands out, but the donut, once again, just a great vehicle for all this. And the way you grill it on the outside, nice and toasted, I mean, it adds that good little crunch again that you want. This is really good, and it's very fun. This is nice. It's in the name, so you know you've been making a good one out here. You have the kolaches on the menu. The ones with the sausage on the inside, a lot of people call them kolaches. I think it's klobasnik is like the technical term for them.
I think because we're in Texas.
But we're in Texas. It's all kolaches, right?
They're Texas kolaches. Right?
Brisket, egg, and cheese kolache. And you said you're making the brisket yourself.
Yes.
So talk to me about that. You said it's kind of a secret though, right?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about a little bit of that secret. Come on, a little bit. Give me a little bit of the secret.
That's not happening.
I want to see the inside though. Oh man. This thing is loaded. Oh, smells like a little country breakfast that you want, you know? Here we go. Give it a bite. Oh, man. I like what's going on here. Again, it's very dangerous because you want to eat the whole thing, but if you're feeling really hungry, I mean, you only need like one of these with a cup of coffee. That's a good morning.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be great. I'm gonna take another bite of that. That one's good.
And we sell out pretty much every day with these.
Oh, I bet. Wow, that's nice. This one right here is a cinnamon roll.
It is.
And it's kind of like a little sticky bun, right? Mm-hmm. And look at that. You make these fresh. I mean, look how big that is.
These are all hand rolled and shaped, so it's cooked a little longer for the
Extra love in there, right?
texture. Yep.
But here we go. That one just melts in your mouth. That is so good. The icing on the outside, it really complements the inside. A little bit of that cinnamon flavor that you want, and it's fried, which makes it extra little crispy on the outside, nice and tender on the inside. You guys really have a great product out here. So you come out, Main Street Donuts right here in Blanco. You got to get the kolaches, the donuts. It's a family operation, and you know there's a reason why you've had so much success being here for 5 years. It's because you have a great product. Everything's delicious. You have a lot of different options for everyone. And of course, if kolaches are your thing, jalapeno cheese, look at that. Oh, look, and it's just like, is that hand rolled too? You guys do everything's by hand out here. This is the place to stop in the morning.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Now we're here at the Jordan Ford dealership, and joining us today is Mark Cross. Mark, how's it going?
It's going great, David, but I got to ask you something. How do you eat all this food and not gain 100 pounds?
I've streamlined how I eat. I only eat certain things at certain times. That's the whole thing.
You know, speaking of streamlining, we're doing the same thing at Jordan Ford. We have Express Shop where they can buy their vehicle from the comfort of their home on their phone, or they can service their vehicle by having our mobile pickup and delivery. So we're streamlining also.
And to learn more about all the streamlined features here at Jordan Ford, just go to the website, www.jordanford.com.
Okay, David, back to food. What do I have to eat to get that tall?
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here on the far west side of San Antonio to go inside of a new restaurant serving up authentic Mexican carnitas. Plus, they're having a big party. Let's go inside Carnitas Agüero. Joining us now is Gustavo Reyes, the owner out here at the restaurant, and right in front of us, delicious food. We have the tortillas, we have the limes, we have the cilantro, and why everybody comes out to Carnitas.
Yes.
Now talk to me about the name of the restaurant and what got you cooking carnitas.
The name of the restaurant is Carnitas El Güero. Carnitas El Güero, it's very popular, the name in Mexico.
The carnitas though, I mean, there's a lot of different variations you can get when you're here in the States, right? And this is actually the authentic way of preparing carnitas.
Yes, it's a different part of the pig. We have pork butt, we have the pork stomach, the name in Spanish is buche. We have the pork belly. This is like the best part, it's my favorite part. This is the belly skin, the skin, all the combinations here, it's super good.
All the recipes that Gustavo is preparing out here are family recipes from Mexico City. All the food is just packed with flavor, and you can tell there's a lot of love in what they're doing.
I came here to the States, I came without nothing, and then try the tacos, and I say, no, the tacos is not good. I need to make the best tacos here.
I'm getting a little bit of everything here. We have some, this is kind of spicy because it was actually with the jalapenos as well. It's a carrot that's in there.
Yes.
Got a little kick to it, but the green salsa, you make that in-house too?
Oh yes, everything is homemade. Everything is homemade.
So you got yours built out. You ready to take a bite out of it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, me too.
ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Carnitas Agüero, this is the bite. Let's go for it. The spiciness that you get from the jalapenos and the carrots in there, it really cuts through. It's a little bit of that acidity, that brininess you want, because you have so much fat going on here. So it cuts through the fat.
Exactly.
And it gives you that well-rounded flavor. And then you have the freshness, the cilantro that comes in. A little bit of that lime in there adds a little bit of brightness as well. This is good.
Yes, it's very good.
This is very good. You know, why this side of town?
I see this. I saw this kitchen with the colors of Carnitas El Güero. I don't know why, but I hear. I say this is the place.
And we're here inside of the gas station as well. If you need to grab a drink, we got drinks over there.
Yes.
But right here behind us, it's like a whole separate little world over here because you have your restaurant set up.
Yes.
You can get all different kinds of cuts from the pig out here at Carnitas Abuelo, but the best way to do it is to get it all and just mix it together. That's how you're gonna get a lot of that fatty flavor, but you're also gonna get some lean meat, and then you put the jalapenos in there and the salsa. It just makes for the ultimate bite. Delicious stuff. From start to finish, you can build your tacos however you want it. You can have whatever part you want, but I highly recommend you mix everything together. That's the true authentic flavor. My mouth's on fire. I had some of the green salsa, but I mean, when you get the little bit of the jalapeno on there as well, I mean, you went for the bite. I mean, it is just next level. It is a flavor punch to the mouth, and I love it. There's only a handful of places here in San Antonio to get authentic Mexican carnitas, and now we have a brand new spot that you can come check out here on the far west side, Carnitas Abuelo. This place is absolutely delicious. You can dine inside or get it to go. Who's supporting you in this endeavor, in this journey with these restaurants here? I mean, is it family, friends? Who's here with you?
My wife, my sons, and some friends here in San Antonio.
Oh,
but the most important here is my sons and my wife.
Yeah. They're the ones that are working with you. We saw them back there too. They're over there helping out and everything. And you know, this was a big day, a lot of great food out here, you guys. You got to come out here, try the food, Carnitas Abuelo. This is really good stuff. It is, I mean, I think you guys are serving up some of the best carnitas here in the town now.
Yes.
This is delicious. I'm gonna take another bite.
Yes,
And
please.
I'm gonna load it up.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry, okay, and we'll do it together here. I want to take a bite of jalapeno with you, okay?
Oh, the jalapeno is amazing, man. Amazing. If you put the red sauce a little bit with the jalapeno and carrots.
Okay.
People,
cheers.
You need to get cheers.
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 Bye. That is really good. Thank you so much. That's spicy.
Yes. Thank you for coming, guys.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break. Come on out to Circle K for Father's Day and get all different kinds of treats and drinks that you can bring out to a picnic outdoors. Plus, you can also enjoy at home. And there's so many different options to choose from. You can get chips, you can get the different sodas, you can get beer. They also have different freshly baked items that are made here at the Circle K locations as well. And you know, you just got to get something for Dad. And of course, you got to get the beef jerky. That's the one to get.
Plus, when you're at Circle K, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $9.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal.
You can get all these items right here. Plus, if you're at home, you can get them delivered by using the Favor app, beers, the sodas, and of course, my favorite, the beef jerky. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in San Antonio, Texas, in Southtown to go inside of a restaurant that's been in the Alamo City for more than 10 years. Let's go inside La Free. Joining us now is Miles Donnelly. He is the owner and manager out here, and we're actually in the middle of already getting started here. We got the mussels in front of us, and these aren't just regular mussels. Nothing on the menu is regular out here. Everything's like next level delicious. Talk to me about what's going on inside these mussels here.
So we have a Bavarian mussel. So we're gonna have some whole grain mustard, Dijon mustard, and we're also gonna have some blue cheese, and we use a Belgian beer, triple caramel elite, to spice it up a little bit so we keep it authentic. And we top it off with the blue cheese, and they're just very savory.
Fun little fun fact, right? Little side fact. Triple caramel elite. They won like best beer in the world.
Yes, sir. They've been best beer in the world multiple times.
Yeah.
When my mom and I first bought the restaurant, that was the one thing we wanted to bring to San Antonio into the restaurant was a really authentic Belgian beer.
I mean, the flavors on this are incredible. What really stands out is the blue cheese.
The blue cheese just adds so much to it,
Yeah.
and you could just eat the blue cheese, just the broth. I really enjoy just getting a fry and just getting in there.
Oh, see, that's how you do it. Miles and his mom are both San Antonio restaurant icons, and you got to come eat here to get a little bit of history of the Alamo City. Now, how long has the restaurant been open?
We've owned it for 12 years now.
Wow.
And we are the longest standing French restaurant in town, actually.
That's incredible.
And we were we weren't really restaurateurs in the beginning, but we just decided to fall in love with food and get into the restaurant business.
And this is the way to do it. When you have food like this, it's pretty easy to fall in love with it. The mussels are incredible. I highly recommend either starting out with them or making it your main entree. I mean, if you don't share them, it's enough to fill you up.
Oh, for sure.
I want to know what's going on inside this crepe right here. I mean, it looks fun, it looks compact, but it looks like it's got a lot going on the inside.
So we have a jumbo lump crab and mushroom crepe. And it is just one of the most popular lunch items and as well as a starter in the evening.
You got to jump in here,
For sure.
get a little slice of this. I'm excited. And everything just smells incredible. Oh, wow.
It just pairs so well.
The crepe is a modest portion, but it's packed full of really bold flavors. I love the big old chunks of mushroom in there. Look at that. They're not playing around. This right here, it has so much meat to it. It has a really good bite, super tender. The flavor is nice and creamy, but it's well balanced. And the crab meat that's in there too. It has a really good texture to it. And it's not over the top on the flavor as far as like seafood forward, but you are getting a really good bite. With that.
We have a steak au poivre. So we have a peppercorn tenderloin served with a green peppercorn and cream cognac sauce.
I'm gonna go in
It'll
for it.
cut like butter.
I was gonna say, you don't even need anything else. Probably could have done it with a fork. I don't know if you want to jump in on here. Get a little slice of it here.
Might as well, right?
Yeah.
When in Paris.
Yeah. Here's the bite. Oh, wow. Okay. The little crust you have on the outside is incredible. How do you form that crust like that?
We grind up our peppercorns and just lather it. A little bit of salt and we just put it right on the stove.
The sauce that comes on there as well, you could put that on anything, it's gonna be good. You put that on peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it's gonna be a good sauce on there too.
Sure,
That is really good. They sear this steak on every side, plus that crust is out of control. What goes into preparing the escargot?
So we do just a really tasty butter, pesto, and breadcrumbs. It's pretty simple.
You want a little bit of that breadcrumb action.
Yeah, you want a little bit of the breadcrumb action, and then you want us to get a little extra of that
sauce.
sauce.
That's the secret right there. That's
go.
what you want to do. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make you made like a little taco kind of thing.
Yeah.
You like pinched it off and just go for the sauce. I'm over here making a mess. Don't make a mess when you come out here.
Oh, messes are wanted. No worries.
Okay, there you go. Well, cheers. Here we go.
That means you're having fun. Cheers.
Wow. Cheers. Thank you
Cheers.
so much for having us out here.
Thank you for being here.
You guys, right here, right before you get into Southtown, this is where it's at. Lafrite is an amazing restaurant. You can bring, you come out here for date night, steak night. You can come enjoy the mussels, all the different French cuisine that you can have on the menu. You come grab a glass of wine, sit outside, just enjoy yourself. This is like San Antonio right here.
And transport to Europe for a night.
There you go. Ooh, I like that. Okay.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Fredericksburg, Texas to check out an elevated dining experience with a great scenery. Let's go inside Cabernet Grill. Joining me now is the owner, Chef Ross. Thank you so much for having us out here. I really appreciate it. This is a spectacular view that is right behind us, and you have made this like a destination in Fredericksburg. You've been out here for over 15 years, is that correct?
Yeah, actually we're going on our 19th year right now.
That's wild.
Absolutely.
Did you think that in 19 years it would be as developed? And I mean, this looks like a little like fairy playground out here for people that want to come visit Fredericksburg.
It is definitely a world all of its own, and it's a great place to just relax in. But we've been building on it year after year after year. So
you are such a renowned chef. You have so many different ideas, and right in front of us, we have a display of some of the top items that you have on the menu out here. But the one that's sitting right in front of me grabbed my attention right off the bat. A chicken fried ribeye covered in lobster.
Absolutely.
I mean, how can you beat that? That sounds
I don't
over
think
the
you
top.
can beat that. I mean, that's about as good as it gets right there.
Talk to me about the preparation for this, though. What goes in? I see there's a little bit of, I mean, there's a lot of extra things going on here besides just the lobster on top.
Sure, so we start off with a certified Angus beef ribeye that we pound out. After that, we take our lobster tails and we pull the meat out of the shells. And we cook it real slow. We butter poach it, so it's just perfectly tender, just super flavorful and succulent. Mix that in with a little bit of our cream gravy, as well as some roasted hatch chilies and a little bit of bacon as well, because bacon makes everything better.
This is comfort food, right? And you're just executing it on a different level. I mean, but a lot of these elements, especially with like what's in front of me, I mean, you've chicken fried a ribeye. That's so cool. This is the bite. Chicken fried ribeye, lobster on top, all the sauce that you want, bacon. Here we go. Tim's Club. Ooh. I love that. The chicken fried ribeye with lobster on top is exactly what you want it to be. Super decadent, savory, that sauce is nice and creamy. The breading on the outside of the ribeye is nice and crunchy. On the inside, the ribeye is pounded, so it's super tender, and that lobster is just succulent, cooked to the perfect temperature, nice and tender as well. I mean, if you're looking for something that's off the beaten path that you've never tried before, this is the one to get. If you want something a little more southern, you got fried chicken on the menu, but it's not your average fried chicken, right?
No, it's not. It's not Mom's fried chicken by a long shot.
Talk to me about what's going on in this dish.
Sure. So what we've done there is we've incorporated a little bit of new technology into it. We sous vide our chicken. So basically what we're doing is we are cooking that chicken low and slow in a little plastic bag, which holds in all the seasoning, all the juices, all that. We cook it for several hours until it's almost fall off the bone tender. Then at the very last minute when we get an order for it, bread it up, flash fried. Crispy on the outside, moist on the inside. Just, it's what fried chicken ought to be.
I'm gonna try to be a little proper here. This is a really gorgeous place out here. Now look, super moist and tender on the inside. This is exactly what you want. Just cooked beautifully, crispy on the outside. You have two different sauces out here as well. What's going on with those?
Sure, so the first one right there is just your classic chicken gravy, although we make ours from scratch. We start by roasting bones. Takes 3 days in order to put that gravy together. Second item I got right there is I like it spicy, so we've got a little bit of honey butter hot sauce for drizzling over the chicken.
I want a little bit of this body here. You got the crispiness on the outside, some of the breading, the sous vide chicken on the inside. I'm gonna have it by itself, but then I'll dip in some. I wanna find out what's going on though. Here's the bite. That is incredible. I feel spoiled now because I don't want chicken any other way. You gotta sous vide my chicken before you deep fry it. Now this is a big old piece. I'm super excited. That's a lot of chicken on the inside. I'm gonna try this hot sauce, chicken and hot sauce. Look at that. Here we go. I went for it. Oh, wow. Woo. Chef, you should bottle that up. Come on.
I've been asked.
You guys, this is the place to come to. Cabernet Grill. I mean, enjoy the desserts, enjoy the food, enjoy the hill country. And you know what? The weather is spectacular. And when it is, you can really enjoy everything that's happening. You know the little water running in the background too?
Rather tranquil, isn't it?
It is. I would just walk around here. I'm gonna dip a little bit in there. Y'all, come out here and enjoy yourself.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now, we're on the west side of San Antonio for some handmade, authentic ice cream and paletas. Let's go inside Tropicana Ice Cream.
Joining us now is Bella Rodriguez, and she's the store manager out here at Tropicana. Thank you so much for having us again. Now, we're behind the counter today, and we're over here by all the ice creams because you guys make all of your ice creams from scratch here, right?
Yes, we do.
And we're gonna be taking a sample tour of all the different flavors that they have out here. One of my favorites, though, we have to start with, it's gonna be the Cookie Monster ice cream right over here. It's blue, it's colorful, but it's also jam-packed full of cookie goodness on the inside. How popular is the Cookie Monster ice cream?
Oh, this one is definitely a favorite.
That would be Cookie Monster approved. Super creamy. The texture on the ice cream is where it's at. Because everybody can make ice cream, but you gotta, to make it right, it's really, really special. You also have in the corner a cotton candy flavor, right?
Yes.
Check that out. Super pink. It kind of looks like cotton candy a little bit. That is just like cotton candy. You're like, yeah, that's why we call it that. Then you have coconut. Now the coconut, it has coconut shavings in it as well.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'll try a sample of it. All right, let's do it. Oh, wow. Give me some love on that one. If you love coconut, that's the one you have to get. Okay, so you also have Snickers, vanilla with strawberries. And then this one here, you have a Kinder Bueno, which if you're familiar with the Kinder candies, this one like has all that Kinder Bueno candy that's all crunched up in there as well. Chips Ahoy, Gila almond, that's also a very popular flavor, I can imagine. Okay, move forward. Now we're in another case here. All right, so we're starting on the second case of ice cream. And first off, we have pistachio. I love pistachio. I'm gonna have to try a flavor of that one as well. Ooh, and it got like real pistachios in it. Oh, come on, pistachios are expensive. That's really nice. Which one do you want to try? I can't be the only one trying stuff.
This one here is Nutella. This one's pretty good.
Oh my gosh, Nutella. Look at me. Cheers. Oh, wow. All right, so Nutella, so creamy and delicious. And again, you guys really know how to blend the flavors that you're working with. And that's a big part of what the magic is happening back there when you're making the ice cream, is knowing that ratio, that balance of the cream and the flavor and the additives. That is super tasty. But something else you make from scratch here, paletas, right?
Yes.
And now one paleta that I know that we've seen made from scratch here, the Snickers paleta. And that thing is just loaded up. It's like a frozen Snickers bar on a stick, baby. This thing is just loaded with flavor. And they're making everything, every step, a lot of love. There's a lot of process that goes into it. It looks complicated though, right? It does look hard. But I tell you what, the payoff is huge because you get all those delicious paletas. So we're gonna go check out those as well.
So this side here is going to be our milk base. We have our coconut once again, Gansito, Cookie Monster, banana, Fruity Pebble. We have regular strawberry, Reese's, Oreo, and Snickers.
So many different flavors out here. Okay, so when you're going for a paleta, do you go for the cream base or are you going fruit base? Which one do you like?
I like the cream base.
You like the cream?
Yeah.
It's like just eating ice cream, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now, you also do have a lot of different fruit ones, though, as well, and your chamoy is super special, right?
Yes, we do make our chamoy here in-house. So here we have cucumber chamoy, watermelon, mango with tajin, mango with chamoy. We have tropical fruit here, mango, orange, tamarindo, and kiwi.
Thank you so much for having us out here. You guys, check out Tropicana, 3 locations in San Antonio, map on the screen with the addresses on there. It's getting hot out here. It's the summertime in Texas. Come cool down with an ice-cold, refreshing ice cream cone or a paleta out here. Cheers to you. All right, that's it. That's the bite. You got the Oreo, the Fruity Pebble, and the Cookie Monster. This is delicious, plus the paleta right here. Looks good.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get a map and more information on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, TexasEatsTV.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock at night right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats.